Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day to Lose Weight on WW. Cannot wait to share all of my food for today with you guys. I also have a new product that I want to show you and also review, as I have been using it now for about a week. So I'm excited to share that with you guys as well. So if you want to see what I eat in a day to lose weight on WW, a little bit of day in the life, see a little bit of my fur babies, then all you have to do is keep watching. So I've decided to hop on the Teami bandwagon. As you know, I am a huge hot tea drinker, and I've heard a lot of really good things about Teami. Actually, a lot of you have asked me if I've tried Teami, if I would recommend Teami. So they sent me this adorable tumbler. So this is bright pink, BPA-free tumbler. What's great about this is it has a mesh screen so that your tea does not come through when you drink it, because the teas from Teami are all loose. So I decided to go ahead and give the Teami Skinny a try. This tea does not help you lose weight despite the name. I don't want to false advertise that. This tea is made to help curb your appetite, but most importantly, help with bloating. So I was really excited about that because, as you know, we as women bloat when it's Shark Week as well as when we overindulge. So this tea helps you alleviate some of the bloat. So this is the one I'm going to try. I will be reporting back to you guys my honest review. If it is something that I like, I will have a discount code for you guys so that you can give Teami a try. So I wanted to show you guys the tumbler. So this is what it looks like. It does have this flip up sip lid with a screw on top, and then here is the screen that I was referring to, if I can get this open. Hang on. So there's the screen so that your loose leaf tea doesn't come through when you drink it. This bottom piece unscrews so that you can put your tea in there, and it's portable to take with you. It all comes apart for cleaning, which is really nice. So I'm excited to give Teami a try. And again, I will report back to you guys with my honest opinion. If it's something that I love, I will make sure that I share my discount code. So stay tuned. So I'm going to start out my morning with my Teami Skinny. At the beginning here, I showed you when I received this in the mail, and I've been using this now for just about a week. So I'm here to give you my honest review. A lot of you have been asking for my opinion on the Teami Skinny. So let me kind of show you how this works. So this is the Teami tumbler. It's actually really, really cute. I picked the pink one. This little thing on the bottom here does come off so that you can put your loose tea in there, take it with you so that you have tea on the go. So maybe you want to fill up your tumbler once you get to work with hot water. You can throw your tea in the bottom there, so that's really cool. It does come with a screened filter so that you don't have the loose leaf tea come through the drinking spout. So this is the drinking spout. So that is the Teami tumbler. I love it. I've been using it now for about a week. I don't have any problems with any loose tea coming through. It does really keep the loose tea in the tumbler itself, so that is really nice. This is the Teami Skinny Tea. This is essentially what it looks like. It is little teeny pieces of tea that expand once they become wet in your hot water. The flavor is a little bit of kind of a lemony type of flavor. I think it tastes really good all by itself, but I'm a big tea drinker. If you are not a tea drinker, you may want to add some lemon or some syrup or some sweetener to it, but I actually like it just by itself. So for this morning, I have some water warming up here in my electric tea kettle. I'm going to have my Teami Skinny. So my review is, I like the taste. It's nice to have this first thing in the morning. If you're not a coffee drinker, this will replace your coffee. It will give you that added boost of caffeine. It definitely helps with your appetite. I did notice a huge difference in that this last week. I was not as hungry as I have been in the past, and especially not as hungry as quickly. And also, it definitely helps with bloat. So having this after a splurge day or a day when you overindulge is such a good idea, because it definitely does help with the bloat. So my opinion, it's a go. I like the Teami Skinny. I will continue to order it. I've used their Teami Repair Oil, which I've shown in a favorites video, which also is a very good product. So I'm going to give Teami a thumbs up. I do have some discount codes that'll be linked here on the screen and down in the description box. Their discounts change all the time, but my code remains the same. So there are two great deals going on right now, one for 15% off and one for 20% off. So make sure you check out the description box. And again, they are linked here on the screen. So if you're looking for something to help with appetite control and bloat, I definitely recommend the Teami Skinny. Here's my tea once I've added the hot water. So you can see that the dried tea leaves became nice and big and flavorful. So I'm gonna let this sit. I typically let mine sit for about 5 minutes before I drink it, but it just becomes a little bit darker color. But that is the Teami Skinny. Again, I give it a thumbs up. I recommend it. I will definitely be repurchasing this, especially for the appetite piece and the bloating piece.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
So here is my breakfast for today. It doesn't look very pretty. I had to squish my pancake together to get it onto my plate. But what I have here is one of the peanut butter Kodiak cake, Power Cakes, waffle, and flapjack mix. Love this peanut butter. It actually has peanut butter chips in it, so it makes it even better. But I did go ahead and do half of a cup of that, half of a cup of water for 5 smart points with a little bit of the syrup for an additional 1 smart point. I paired that with 2 over easy eggs and some fresh blueberries. So my entire breakfast is a total of 6 points. This should keep me nice and full with the protein in the pancake. And then of course, I'm still working on my coffee. So this is my 6 smart point breakfast. You in here because mommy's cooking. Yeah, you both are in here because mommy's having breakfast. How you guys doing today? You go outside? Go outside? Lola, I love you. Mommy loves you guys so much. It is morning snack time. It is just about 10 o'clock. So as usual, I'm going to have a Built Bar. Today I'm going to be doing raspberry chocolate cream. They actually just revised this flavor and it is so good now that they've changed the filling flavor. It is so red, juicy, ripe raspberry. This is actually one of my favorite flavors when before this is actually one of the flavors I liked the least. So super excited to have this. 15 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber. This will keep me full until I have lunch here in a couple of hours. I've been meal prepping all morning. Still have one more thing to do. So this will tide me over. And then I am having also some of my sun tea that I made last week. So Built Bars are 3 smart points and they are basically a candy bar full of protein, full of flavor, full of deliciousness. You can get 10% off any order and free shipping by using the code here on the screen. That includes the sample box, the full box, the build your own box, you name it, you can get 10% off. And you can use my code over and over and over. So that is even better. You used to only be able to use the code once, and now it is something that you can use repeatedly. So hop on BuiltBar.com, use my code, grab yourself some Built Bars. They are to die for. Hi, Princess. Oh, I know. You happy, Lola? You're looking out the window. She has dug out my bed again. Yeah, she's snorting. Lola, hi. Hi, I know you don't want me to bug you. You're looking out the window resting. So here's what I am having for lunch today. Yum, yum. So here I have 1 serving, which is 1/2 of a cup of fat-free cottage cheese. To that, I just sprinkled on a little bit of the everything but the bagel seasoning. Yum. I have 1 serving of my candy apple salad that I made in meal prep. And then I decided to make myself a bagel, bacon, avocado sandwich. So excited to have this, you guys. I've been really wanting avocado lately. So what I have is just a little bit of spinach that I'm going to top my sandwich with. My sandwich is made from the Perfect 10 Western Bagel. I love Western Bagel. You know I talk about these a lot. This one is my favorite, primarily because it's only 2 smart points for a full-size bagel. So for Western Bagel, the Perfect 10 Plus, the healthy grain, is 2 points. The rest of Western Bagels range anywhere from 1 point for the bagelettes to 5 points for the max. But the majority of the bagels are 3 points. The exception to that rule is the Perfect 10 Plus multi-grain. You can buy these on westernbagel.com. Use my code here on the screen to save 10%. Right now they have a couple of build your own box type of deals. So not only do you get a phenomenal deal, you also get free shipping. And if you use my code, you get an extra 10% off. So you can't beat that. If you are a bagel person, you've got to get Western Bagel. They are so, so delicious. So today I toasted my healthy grain, 2 slices of Private Selection center cut bacon. I have 2 little chunks or 1/2 of a serving of avocado. These are my avocado chunks that I use. These I buy at Costco. They are frozen. I love them because I can never go through avocado fast enough. So I just pull out the amount that I want for my meal. So I have 1 point worth of avocado. I have 1 teaspoon of light mayo, not even enough to count a point for. And then I'm gonna have a glass of my pink light cranberry juice, 5 calories, 0 points. So my lunch, oh man, I think it's still breakfast. My lunch, 1 smart point for the cottage cheese, 0 for the caramel apple salad, 2 for the bagel, 1 for the bacon, 1 for the avocado is 4. So this is a 5 smart point lunch. So I just stopped by my P.O. box and found a very pleasant surprise from Janice. So thank you, Janice, so much. She sent me 2 large bags of my favorite Crunchmaster protein brownie thins in the salted caramel. She finds these in her area at a phenomenal price. Literally like a 1/5 of the price you can buy these on Amazon for. So thank you so much, Janice, for sending me 2 huge bags. These will last a while, and I was just saying I am almost completely out, so I really appreciate it. So if you live in an area where you can buy these locally, I recommend that. But these are also linked down in my Amazon store below. You can actually have a serving of these, which is 32 thins for 3 smart points. This is what they taste like, and that is very realistic. They taste like the crunchy brownie corners when you make a pan of brownies. You can have 23 for 2 smart points. So check out these in my Amazon store. And again, Janice, thank you so much for sending these to me. I really appreciate it. Someone missed the dog bed when he laid down. Yeah, you did, buddy. You got your head on the ground. Seriously, this is his jam. This is his spot. Hi, Diesel. He can hear me. I'm in the kitchen right outside the French doors. It is afternoon snack time. I have been a cleaning machine, so I am hungry. So what I'm going to have for my afternoon snack is I'm going to have a bag of these protein chips. This is just the regular salted chips. I got these off of netrition.com. I have not tried them yet. They are 120 calories per bag. They have 0 saturated fat, 0 sugar, but 14 grams of protein. They're a good source of fiber. Oh, I apologize. These are the salt and vinegar. Yum. And these are bariatric nutrition. I believe these are 2 smart points, but of course I will put the points here on the screen. And then I'm also going to have a 2 good yogurt, 2 grams of sugar, 3 grams of carbs. This is a really good yogurt alternative if you are watching your carbs. They are made by Dannon Light and Fit. You can see here that I have a little bit of granola. I am having the Julian Bakery peanut butter cluster peanut butter granola. So here are the stats on this granola. It is 3 smart points for 1/2 of a cup. It is low net carb, high protein, gluten-free, grain-free, no artificial anything, soy-free, non-GMO, and no preservatives. Includes prebiotics, peanut butter flavor, so you get that little extra boost of protein from the peanut butter. What I have here on my yogurt is an additional 0 smart points. It is just about a tablespoon of the granola. So if you are interested in picking up Julian Bakery, you can use my link down in the description box below to save 10% and get free shipping. They have a ton of flavors of granola, and they literally are a WW game changer. Such good granola, high protein, low points, excellent flavor. This is the peanut butter. They have espresso cluster, vanilla cinnamon blueberry. They just came out with chocolate. You can't go wrong. So make sure you use my code and my link down below to get yourself some pro granola. So this is going to be my afternoon snack. Someone is sunbathing. She will lay out there so she's so hot you can hardly touch her. Then she comes in and flops over on the cold floor. Good old Lola, she loves summer. She is a California girl through and through. She does not like winter. Were you outside on your dog bed? She comes in and she's so hot because she lays on her dog bed in the sun for so long that she is literally hot to the touch. But you're happy as happy can be, right, Lola? For tonight's dinner, I'm going to be making creamy spinach tortellini and shrimp. I am so excited for tonight's dinner. I love tortellini, super high in points, but with this recipe, it makes it doable with delicious shrimp. Yum. So let me show you what is in tonight's dinner. So first, you're going to need some cheese tortellini. You really could do whatever type of tortellini you want, but I'm going to do cheese. You'll need some Parmesan cheese, some fat-free half and half. I do not have Creole seasoning, so I'm going to substitute Dax Original Red. I love Dax. You guys, if you have not tried Dax, they have 0 salt, but the flavor is outstanding. It is all real ingredients. None of this awful stuff that's just fake in spices. It is so good. Let me show you. So the Original Red, which is what I'm going to sub for the Creole seasoning, dehydrated garlic, paprika, spices, dehydrated onion, mustard, you name it. It is all ingredients other than a little bit to keep it fresh. So I'm going to use Dax Red. If you're interested in Dax spices, they have over 20 different spices. You can find them online using the link down in the description box below. You will get 10% and free shipping. So definitely hop on and try out Dax. Tonight I'm going to use Original Red. And then I'm also going to use some seasoned salt, a big, huge red onion, some fresh baby spinach, and some shrimp. This is a 1 pound bag. The recipe calls for 2 pounds. So I'm going to use what's left of this bag here, which will get me a little bit closer to the 2 pound mark. So let's get started on tonight's dinner. So the first thing we need to do is get our water boiling so that we can go ahead and cook down our delicious tortellini. Also, get a big skillet going to cook down your shrimp. So you're going to need some non-stick cooking spray. I'm using this Chosen Foods avocado oil spray. Go ahead and liberally spray your pan. And then we are going to, once it warms up, add in our shrimp and some seasoning. Once your pan has nice and warmed up, we are going to go ahead and add our shrimp. I did just throw all of that other shrimp into this particular bag. So we're going to go ahead and add all of our shrimp. Yum, you guys, look at that. Big, juicy shrimp. And to that, we are going to go ahead and add a little bit of seasoning. So we are going to add some of our Dax Original Red to our shrimp. And this does have a bit of a kick. So we are not big spicy food people, so I'm going to go a little bit light. And then I'm also going to add some seasoning salt as well. And then we're going to let this shrimp cook down. We want to make sure we get most of the liquid out. So mine is still a little bit frozen. So as it cooks, I will start to remove the liquid. Once your water comes to a boil, we're going to go ahead and add in our cheese tortellini. It only takes about 3 minutes to cook. And then we will drain it, rinse it in a little bit of cold water to prevent it from sticking together. And look at our shrimp. Yum, you guys. It's coming along nicely. Once your raviolis are done cooking, or tortellini, sorry, you're gonna go ahead and drain them, rinse them with cold water, set them aside. Look at our shrimp. It is just about done as well. And then we're going to add our shrimp to a bowl and set that aside because we're going to cook down our red onion in the same pan. Once you've removed your cooked shrimp, again, we're gonna add a little bit more of our non-stick cooking spray to our pan because we are going to be cooking down our onions. Yum. So I went ahead and sliced them into just thin slices, and we're gonna go ahead and add those to our pan. Those are gonna cook down until sauteed, essentially. We're gonna go ahead and add some more of our seasoning salt to our onions. And then we're also going to add a little bit of our Dax Original Red to our onions and let these saute down. Here is our shrimp, you guys. Yum. Once your red onion is nice and sauteed, it is smelling delicious in here. You are gonna go ahead and add your 1 cup of fat-free half and half. And then we are also going to add 1/2 of a cup of our Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna get this all stirred together. Let it kind of thicken up a little bit before we re-add in our pasta and our shrimp. Once your cream starts to cook down with your onions, we're gonna go ahead and re-add in both our shrimp, which is in this bowl, and our pasta. And we're gonna give that a good stir. Get the pasta, those shrimp, nice and coated in our Alfredo type of sauce. And then we are going to drop in our spinach and let it wilt for just a few minutes. Once your pasta and shrimp is nice and coated with the cream and cheese, we're gonna add in our spinach. I'm actually going to go ahead and add this entire bag only because spinach wilts down to virtually nothing with cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the bag little by little. I'll go ahead and add half, let it wilt down a bit and add the second half, and I'll be back to show you our completed pasta. So here is our completed pasta. Look at how delicious this looks. You have shrimp, you have tortellini, onions, spinach, Alfredo, creamy, cheesy, delicious sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and plate up 1 serving. I have some veggies in the microwave, and I will show you my completed dinner for tonight. So here is my completed dinner for tonight. So here is 1 serving of our pasta with shrimp. It is a heaping cup, which is 1/6 of the recipe. And then over here, I have some of the organic rainbow colored cauliflower from Trader Joe's. I sprayed some spray butter, salt, and pepper, so that is 0. And 1/6 of the pasta is going to be 6 Smart Points. So this is a 6 Smart Point dinner. Lots of veggies, shrimp, and of course, the star of the show, the cheese tortellinis. Yesterday when I was working in the yard, I planted some fun little flower pots on my front porch. And in my backyard, I'll take you guys out there to show you. But we do these red pots because we have a red front door. So it all just kind of goes really nicely together. And then over here in my flower bed, I planted another pot that I think is super cute. So I'm excited for this one to bloom and get beautiful flowers as well. I'm gonna take you guys to the backyard and show you those too. Hi baby, mommy's looking at the flower pots. Hi, you wanna come with me to see the flower pots? Yeah, let's go see the flower pots. So I have this one here, and this one is just kind of on the side of my house, kind of by their dog door. Oh, she's hot now. So I've got that one there. And then we have our patio under here. I know it's kind of dark, but where we have our barbecue and things. And then we have French doors here in our kitchen. So I always put another pot right there as well. And that's just right on my porch. And then if you come this way, we've got one here just kind of in our rocks. We are actually going to be doing all these rocks, and I did spray weeds, so hopefully these should die off. But we are going to be redoing all of our landscape. Look, you can see the paper. We were going to do it last year, but my husband was in the hospital a lot of last summer. So we got to kill these weeds off and redo that. And then in here, I have some more. So I'm going to go ahead and get these watered again today, but Looking good. Also, some of you were asking about our yard. So this is our yard. So it goes all the way to the fence. It's pretty close to 2 acres, and we have a fire pit here, which is super fun because in the summer, we'll go ahead and have a fire here at our fire pit. So that is nice. And then our yard also goes all the way around here by our shop, our basketball court, and then it even goes back around behind this other part of our house. So it's awesome. We love that we have a big yard. It is so nice for our dogs. For dessert tonight, I'm going to have some Smart Sweets, Sour Blast Buddies. I was going to make a Smart Cake Parfait, but I'm pretty full from dinner, so this is going to round out my night. So again, these are the Smart Sweets, Sour Blast Buddies. This is what they look like. Yum. These are so good. They taste better than Sour Patch Kids in my opinion. This is only 3 Smart Points for the entire package of Smart Sweets. I do have a discount code for free shipping. I will put it here on the screen. It is down in the description box below. So this is going to round out my night with a sweet and sour treat. Thank you for joining me on another What I Eat in a Day to lose weight on WW. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my food throughout the day, some of my daily Sunday life, as well as some glimpses of my dogs. They had a very fun day today. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. I do a What I Eat in a Day every single Wednesday. I call it What I Eat Wednesday, so you'll get this same type of video every single week. Also, make sure you hit that little notification bell. That way you'll get a notification every time I upload. I do upload most days of the week, so you don't want to miss out. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of what I ate today, as well as if you enjoy seeing a little bit of some daily life. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!